Everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at overall Bitcoin dominance because we've been seeing some pretty interesting price or percentage movements in respect to Bitcoin, and looking at Bitcoin's previous recent rallies, the past 1, 2, 3, going on to 4 weeks of green candles, and pretty much increasing by 26% in the past 4 weeks. Um, Altcoins have definitely taken a beating, and it's always interesting to always look at current Bitcoin dominance. So obviously, as you can see here, um, because of the run up, we're seeing a rise in Bitcoin dominance, and currently at 63.28%. What we have been doing in this current year is we've been hitting up on this trend line uh, that's been brought down from, I mean, the beginning of 2017, the beginning of the bull market, all the way straight down. And we've been basically bouncing off that every so often. And it looks like we're about to hit it a fourth time around. Also, note that with every consecutive bounce, dominance in Bitcoin goes lower and lower. And then we have lower highs. The first one being at 72% dominance. The second bounce coming in at 70.58% dominance. The third one being at around 68%. And time will tell on what percentage, where this green candle, if it does come up, does land on the line. But it seems to me that it does seem that Bitcoin will be hitting this target here. Now, what does that mean for Bitcoin? Well, uh, it could mean one of two things. It could uh, mean that Bitcoin has more room to grow. Uh, if Bitcoin continues its bullish rally right now, like when I say right now, I mean it like this week, next week, the week after, like it can't stop. There can't be any range bound movement. Bitcoin dominance will go up without a doubt because right now, all eyes are on Bitcoin. No one, all coins are either stagnant or trending downwards. Every single one of them, and which will result in increase in dominance. Or Bitcoin gets very, not very bearish, but the trend reverses for the time being. We trend straight down, and we hit maybe some kind of support, maybe at 12K for example. And when that does, when Bitcoin drops dramatically, and I'm not talking about like a range bound kind of slowly going down. If it gives us a big red candle, like on August 24th, sorry, the week of August 31st, where we dropped 12%, then yeah, the altcoins are also going to hurt. And that would also result in, although Bitcoin's price is getting lower, everyone else's prices are getting lower faster, which would then leave us another green candle on the Bitcoin dominance chart. So what does Bitcoin dominance tell us right now? Well, we know that we're making lower highs and lower sweeps, so to speak, lower bounces every single time we hit it. I want to bring you to just before the bull market of 2017. It's very hard to see because it's essentially it's we're talking about few percentage points here. But right before the dramatic drop in Bitcoin's in Bitcoin dominance, so in this case that would be the extreme price acceleration of altcoins that resulted in a lower Bitcoin dominance. We also saw this kind of similar pattern where it created lower highs. This and this is very, very subtle. You're talking about percentage points at this point, well, like a full percent. Lower highs like this, and this. And then we did see lower sweeps. This one, these two are kind of comparable. They kind of met at the same moment. But it then resulted on the fourth point. Well, on the after the third sweep, so to speak, Bitcoin dropped an immense amount and then continued dropping until 30% roughly. It would be interesting because the market is older, market's more mature, um, volatility is going to drop as we know. It'd be interesting when we look at this pattern here that we might continue to still keep on making those lower highs until a dramatic drop. Now, we're not going to see a dramatic drop like we saw in 2017, but we're definitely going to see a drop of some kind when all coins start really picking up. And we'll see maybe when Bitcoin dominance hits this lower high, we'll make sorry we'll make an even more dramatic drop, come back up, hit the high, and then drop. Um, I'm not saying that this will happen, but it would be interesting to see something like that happen. But the following question then is how do we get this dramatic drop? Well, it'll be helpful, like what we saw with the DeFi craze a few months ago, where we saw a lot of small and mid cap altcoins start shooting up. However, like as great as those projects are to some people, their market cap is literal peanuts in compared to Bitcoin. Um, what we really need are the top 10 altcoins to start really picking up steam. And that will first start with Ethereum. Ethereum is the second highest uh, altcoin by market cap. And right now it's been really bleeding. And this is one of the reasons why Bitcoin dominance has been surging, is because Ethereum is really taking a beating. The other day when we were looking at Ethereum, I was showing a falling wedge of sorts. I'll redraw it here. Um, it's going to be very difficult to know at the end where this what the pattern really is. So you do have to anticipate some of the lines, but we're seeing this falling wedge pattern here. We've been going lower and lower and lower. It has uh, crossed my line last week, or sorry, like a day ago, but I'm not convinced like that's the break. I'm more convinced that I just you have to readjust the line until we see like a dramatic like red candle like that's like 10-15%. Then I'm not convinced that that's the line break. If we get like if we close 10-15% below the line, then I'd be convinced. However, we're seeing this falling wedge pattern here. Hopefully, we come back up to hit the upper line of the triangle of the wedge, but only time will tell. In addition, it seems like the Ethereum Bitcoin ratio is also coming up to a line of what could be support from the beginning of December. So just the turn of the new year. We have been using the support in December. So here, barely touched it in March as well as in May, right before the large run up. And also, our wedge here lines up pretty well to the line of resistance coming, line of support, supposed support, perceived support from December. So, what we could see here is in the next few weeks, Bitcoin could be moving up, moving down, doesn't really matter. Either way, altcoins will bleed. So if we could then just accept that if Ethereum's ratio is going to continue to move down, then it's we need to accept the fact that Bitcoin is either going to continue its bullish rally or give us a pretty mid-sized correction. Not a lot to really instill fear, but just enough for people who have altcoin positions to either sell their bags because they're nervous, or or enough that altcoin positions start to bleed as well. Either scenario will result in Bitcoin's dominance to move up onto this trend line here, on this line of resistance that we've been seeing this past year, all the way up to September 2019. So it's been more than a year since we've been playing with this line here. We would need a couple more percentage points of dominance from Bitcoin in order for us to make this happen, which is entirely possible. We're looking at 2.6 roughly percent of more Bitcoin dominance, entirely possible. We've been doing 2-3% candles, weekly candles, this entire time. So we'll definitely see. It could also take more weeks than anticipated. If Bitcoin slows down, but it does not give up. It slowly still trends up, and if it outpaces most altcoins, Bitcoin dominance will still increase. So we'll see what happens in the upcoming weeks. It'll be quite interesting, and hopefully, at that same moment, when we look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, when we look at Ethereum, we can only hope that it plays out in this way, because I'm sure a lot of people are kind of complaining about their alt position, saying like Bitcoin's making these large moves, but my altcoins are staying stagnant. They might be even losing valuation. We're currently at $390 on Ethereum, which is not entirely bad. We have been range bound, but if you're holding like mid cap alts like Kava, or I don't know, Cardano's not been from what I remember, Cardano's doing okay. It's been down all the week, so I guess it's been pretty bad. I knew it had like a little rise, but I guess not so good, not so much. Regardless, your altcoin positions are probably bleeding pretty bad against Bitcoin. So this is something to definitely look out for. Again, it could totally play something totally different, but it's always good to see what Bitcoin's dominance is and what it's doing. Because as we said before, and as many other people have said, Bitcoin is the index of the market, which is why everyone should hold Bitcoin in their portfolio. Because when Bitcoin makes these big moves, everyone else is bleeding. And because this has been shown time and time again, it's all the more reason why you should have at least some Bitcoin, if not a majority of your portfolio in Bitcoin. That's all I have for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like button down below. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. I'll see y'all next time.